Okay, yep, now it's high speed run down the stairs. Quick. Hold the handrail, yeah, no time for that. There it is. Looks like we'll be taking 150. 152.29. Okay, so we're stretching the definition of a Valley Line Ranger ticket here by taking the main line service, but do not worry, I am actually allowed to be on this train. We're shortly arriving in Pencoed, I think it said Pencoed. But the platforms appear to be staggered, so the footbridge is slightly confusing me, and there is a level crossing here. Here is, it's the one we haven't been waiting for very long at all. Here it is. Pencoed seems like your average into Valley Line station. We're not calling here for very long. Off we go. Car 66 pulling something on the other side. Looks like South Wales mainline freight is common around here. And fast. I think the sign might have been hit by something. That's a straight. We're continuing along the South Wales main line now, and the next stop is Pontyclun. And here we are at Pontyclun. Loads of people read this station and say, oh yes, Pontyclun, but no, it is Pontyclun, and it is your standard intermediate station on a main line. I've been informed by the more knowledgeable of South Wales main line that we'll be passing over a level crossing very shortly, so I'll be sure to capture that. For some reason this door is drafty and it's closed. But the fact is, if they can move as much as they do, I think these trains have probably seen better days. But their recent refurbishment is nice though. You can see all of the red and black seat covers here, and then the addition of the disabled toilet. Away from the Arriva Trains Wales livery and interior with the non-universally accessible toilet. I think we're now travelling at the maximum speed of these units, paced at 75 miles an hour. There's more of these pink flowers. They're everywhere. And they're very nice. Anyway. Oh, the sheep. Well, you're in Wales. You can live Wales without sheep. some sheep. They're not sheep. It is quite funny on these Class 150s that they make the distinguishing between Newport, Essex and Newport, South Wales, which is a joke because the trains don't even go to Newport, Essex, so there's only ever going to be one Newport calling point that they're actually ever going to attend, which is quite funny when you read it scrolling across. There's Newport, South Wales, then Castledermot, and then it reads Cardiff Central, which is the next calling point. But it's, no, the previous calling point. It's hilarious. Another weird quirk of the Class 150s. Looks to be a footpath or something there. Definitely something I'd like to walk along one day. Could do sheep spotting as well. We are back at Cardiff Central. Now that we've arrived back in Cardiff Central, we've added 3 more stations: Pencoed, Llanharen and Pontyclun. Now it's off up to Aber via Cardiff Queen Street. Looks like this Class 150 is being given a replacement door button. Strangely, they're different colours. Our destination in this service is Aber, but I will be getting off at all the other stations to attempt to complete the challenge. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do all of them as it is 4:30, and at our present crossing speed, we're never going to get to all of them at the correct amount of time. The next station is Cardiff Queen Street. Seems only 4.5 hours ago we were here. Oh wait, it was. Hopefully we'll be heading down to Cardiff Bay later. Either that or we'll be going along to Abbeyvale. Fingers crossed for both. That's the main line. And it looks like another 150 ride for me. Fingers crossed that the train back from Aber and Caerphilly is 231 or anything other than a 150. Because, I mean, I have nothing against the 150, but I did not come to Wales to ride 150s. It's something different for sure. But a nice Stadler flirt would be good. There's the university. University of South Wales. Not to be confused with the University of Cardiff, which is somewhere else. Cardiff, Queen Street. I can't remember if I said this already, but Cardiff Queen Street is one of the Cardiff stations they do not list with the Welsh name. So they just list it as Cardiff Queen Street on the train announcements. I think Cardiff Queen Street should have its Welsh name, if Cardiff Central does. Okay, it suddenly got really, really busy on here, so I'm not going to be able to do any more talking until some of these people get off, because I am just crammed right here with the door button. So it'll just be us leaving Cardiff Main Street until we get to a station that I haven't been on, and then we'll do a get out and have a look. Most of these valley stations do seem to be 2-platform, 2-direction trains. Units 153382. I was not able to see the number on the front. It's only when it was past that I thought, oh look, it's a 153. What station is this? I think it might be quite hard to get off at this station, so I'll get off on the way back. Okay, so this is Heath High Level. There's the sign, and I can see why they don't put the Welsh word for that on, because the announcement would need to be 500 characters longer. But I haven't been there and I haven't got off there, but that's only because this train is completely packed, and it would take me about 5 minutes to get out of the door, then would need to get back on again. Even though even at those the main line stations, I did just put one foot on the platform to say I'd been there, which is how you decide if you've been to a station or not. Or, yeah, isn't it? Well, you set 30 there. I can see why it's called Heath High Level, and we did pass over Heath Low Level, but because we came over a bridge. But I was not able to see Heath Low Level. I don't know what the next stop is, so it's going to be a mystery. The next stop is Llanishen. So we'll be proceeding to there, past the backs of all of these houses. I got some weird installments halfway along this line. It looks where they're going to put the overhead line electrification. For some reason, some of the things like that one are halfway across, or not actually across the track, they're just next to it, which seems a bit pointless. There might be another example on this platform here. This is Llanishen. We have stopped. Strange that the platforms here at Llanishen have actually been braked platforms instead of the usual tarmac platforms. I didn't hear what it said the next station was, so it's another game of surprise. What's the next station? Okay, it's now kind of funny, these things that just have half-mounted overhead line wires. Turns out that the next station is called Lisvane and Tornington. I have not been there and do not know anything about it. So we're just going to go past, and hopefully I'll be able to get off on the return journey. Who goes to Cardiff at 4:30? Who goes to Cardiff at 4:30 in the evening? Me. Here is Lisvane and Thornhill. I think there might be a park here. Interestingly, there's still an Arriva Trains Wales. Arriva Trains Wales shelter here, next to this Transport for Wales destination board, which is kind of funny. You might have thought that when they repainted the lamppost and the destination board and the lamppost behind it and all the signs, they might repaint that. But no, it's still in the Arriva Trains Wales green and white livery. Fair enough. We actually are getting off at the next station, I reckon. I just have to confer with the party whether we're actually getting off at the next station. But the next station is Caerphilly. If we don't get off at Caerphilly, we'll get off at the next one, which is called Aber, which is where we would definitely be getting off. Please can the train back via class 231, because I'm kind of upset that I've only ridden a class 150 today. Please. Fingers crossed. We can admire the passing cherry pickers and the raised level of line here. Here we go. You might be wondering why I'm filming in this tunnel, but there is a reason to it. This is apparently the longest tunnel on the South Wales Valley Line. Thank you. This is the longest tunnel on the South Wales Valley Line route. So we've actually come through it on this Romney service. Oh, right now. It is much louder in these tunnels. There's the ticket map. Okay, so we will be calling at the next station, which is Aber. And I am going to move from this door now, before we get stuck here. Now that we're at Aber, we've unlocked a few more stations: Heath High Level, Llanishen, Lisvane and Thornhill, Caerphilly and Aber. You can see here that this line continues to Romney, although we did not get that far. Hopefully if the entire party arrives, it is a flirt, and I'm very, very, very happy about that. I just run.
We will be travelling to Barry Island. The next station is Caerphilly.
Okay, so we have departed Aber, and the good news is it is a class 231. I will be walking down this train right to the middle, where we will be standing in the engine coach, just for a laugh. Now I just have to catch my breath after running from
36 as we get us to central of 58.
and I will be able to get off all of the remaining things on this Romney line from Aber to
Caerphilly.
It is much warmer in here, but this is the engine coach.
We have arrived at Caerphilly.
And I'm going to walk back to the door that I was standing at, because they don't actually want me in here.
It was random how I got it as well, you know. It was,
Get back to the door quickly. The 231s do have this level boarding, and we are back at Caerphilly. Now I'm jumping on before I get trapped. It's funny how they have a GWR bench here. Oh, wow. There's a bright red flashing light.
Croeso adre'n trafnidiaeth. Byddwn yn teithio I Ynys y Bari. Yr orsaf nesaf yw Llysfaen ar Ddreinau.
They give the entire
Welcome on board Transport for
It's
Wales.
incredible.
We will be travelling to Barry Island. The next station is Lisvane and Thornhill.
These 231s are so good. They have these massive bike storage places with the flip down seats here. And these bike clips as well. Presumably to put your bike in. There's one of these on either side with the 2+2 seating all the way down. these flip-up seats in the door vestibule, which I might be sitting on for a lot of this journey. I'll sit here and take videos out the window. Luckily, these doors don't move when kicked. Very, very pleased I'm on the 231. I've always wanted to be on one of these. Listen to those engine sounds. Back in the door vestibule, and it's the Arriva Trains Rail Shelter again. I am going to nip out here and then get flashed out by this massive red line. 3, 2, 1. They are like 745 that I've ridden from Cambridge with this stand-on step, and they are really, really pretty. I'm making use of this nice step to stand on. There goes the massive flashing light.
Bryn Trafnidiaeth Cymru. Byddwn yn teithio I Ynys y Bari. Yr orsaf nesaf yw Llanishen.
Welcome on board Transport for Wales. We will be travelling to Barry Island. The next station is Llanishen.
They're so quiet. This is Llanishen, and we have stepped off the train, but I had to do it quickly because I could already hear doors closing, and there's our door with a massive flashing red light.
Croeso at Bryn Trafnidiaeth Cymru. Byddwn yn teithio I Ynys y Bari. Yr orsaf nesaf yw Lefel Uchel y Mynydd Bychan.
Welcome on board Transport for Wales. We will be travelling to Barry Island. The next station is Heath High Level.
Where's the station sign gone? That's a shame. Okay, well I am on a 231, so no complaints. No complaints. They even look smart on the outside. And all of these leather seats are just really nice. That's where the destination board is.
Lefel Uchel y Mynydd Bychan.
As he's just informed
We
me
have
of
arrived
Heath High
at-
Level. Didn't get to film much of Heath High Level because I was having a conversation with the guard about today's challenge. However, we have just come through Heath High Level, and our next destination is Cardiff Queen Street, where we'll disembark over to platform 1 for the next stop, which will be Cardiff Bay. Fingers crossed for a class 153 on the service. Please. 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 153s are hilarious because they're one of the only one-car multiple units. Is why I'd like to ride on them. I think the only other one-car multiple unit is the Parry People Mover, which is not something that interests me. They're more of a novelty. I think I've said that already. But now I've said it on the 231. There are folding seats in the vestibule. Okay, so we're heading towards platform 1 for the Cardiff Bay service, and we are just about to walk past the power pack car, which is this massive, massive car that's making all of this noise. That's a power car and a half. It's one of the tiny cars on these trains, and it's got 12 fans on the top. I do have to yell because it's so big. But here's the 231 ready to depart. Not another 2-coach set. Better not be a 150. It's an incredible crossover. The Class 153 crosses with over with the 231. This is a 153 service to Penarth. Cardiff Bay service comes along soon. One thing I must say about Transport for Wales staff is how polite they are. It was just on that Class 153 as a classic example of how nice they are. The driver had the window open and the guard was standing in the door, and they both waved and smiled, which I think is very, very nice. And not just there, but also all the guards on the trains that I've been just jumping on and jumping off again. I've attracted some interesting looks over this video, but all of the staff have been very, very nice. So I'd like to thank Transport for Wales for the very, very nice staff that you have. Anyway, we're here at Queen Street now, and you can get a better view you can see the 5 platforms here, with the platform 1 here, 2, 3, 4 and 5, where that class 231 is sitting. Anyway, I think the mystery 2-car unit should be coming ground from Cardiff Bay any second now. So fingers crossed for a good train. Please do not be a class 150. I'll still get on you if you are, but please be a class 153. 150 crossover at Cardiff Central. No, Cardiff Queen Street. Probably for capacity reasons, it is another 150. This is the new station that they're building, which definitely will make journey times longer. It's strange because this is only a 4-minute journey down this branch line anyway. But we are continuing along the branch line at our leisurely 30-mile-an-hour pace, as we will then be returning up the same branch line on the same train. Ah, there's the new line. Heading into, Cardiff Bay, we're finally here. This is Cardiff Bay. It looks nothing like what it does on Train Simulator. But here we are. The journey only took about 2 minutes. This is the actual platform part. The entire length of the 2-car train just to nip down to the front, but I am now going to have to get back on before the doors close. Now we've arrived in Cardiff Bay, we've added Cardiff Bay to our map. Another one down on our list. That looks to be our service, but for some reason they do stop all the way down here.
Train now approaching platform 2 is the 1737 Transport for Wales service to Aber.
It is nice to go to the red singing before you stop.
Long walk to the door.
Aber, thank you. The next stop is Ilion Park. Thank you. Citizens, seriously enough. Please keep a close eye on luggage and personal luggage and remain vigilant throughout your journey. If you become aware of any suspicion, please advise a member of the on-board staff immediately. Unidentified articles will be removed from the train. Thank you.
You didn't go to Ilion Park on the way to Barry, didn't we? Or, no. That bus jumped off somewhere else.
They're just not open, are they? 'Cause I don't know. 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 'Cause I don't know.
rolling stock in that depot.
Union Park already. That junction's where they gone off there.
Gonna be hard to get out.
See, when there's football, so I use it, catch this football.
We've just crossed over the South Wales main line again, and we're heading off to Winegorm Park now. Unfortunately, I was not able to get off at the previous stop, which was Ninian Park, due to the vestibule being rather crowded, which is why I am very, very squished in this door. We have pulled into Winegorm Park now, and luckily the door opens the other side, so if I have the chance I will nip out here. Unfortunately, we are on another class 150, which is a shame because the train coming this way was just a class 231, but unfortunately we are here with what we have.
We are now at Winegorm Park. This train is
Luckily, Winegorm Park seems locked. Nestled back in a door vestibule with the buttons on his side, you are able to see an avid train spotting YouTuber. It is a lot less busy now, although we can see a lot more out of this window now. I do have a bit of space to move my legs behind me without kicking the local Cardiff Valley Line user. I think the next station is Fairwater, so we'll be shortly pulling in there. Meanwhile, here's the passing view. Even though the platform is on the other side of the train, Fairwater does seem like your normal Valley Line station on the City Line. Apparently, this station is much more used than it was, and it does make sense, as originally the services on this line would run from Rada as a single car, multiple unit, probably usually a 153. Looks like you have to do a hill climb to get from here to Danes Court, but this is the next stop. Somebody oil the brakes on this train. Just as some passing shots of the station says our next stop is Rada, which is where this video will finish. I will do a decent ending at the end, and I will do some talking. I will do a separate section in this video about the types of train, and then we'll stick my conclusion on the end. But this is us passing up the city line of the Cardiff City Line, one of the very, very few bits of the Valley Lines that I actually have in the Train Simulator. So we are just passing up to Rada now along the City Line, and that does in fact mark our return to where we started, which is where we will unfortunately have to finish at 3/4 of all Valley Line stations visited. There were 64 stations. There were 64 or 67 stations, and after visiting Danes Court, we've visited 47. So that leaves us at just under 3/4 of the stations visited. And I think that is a job well done, seeing as this trip had very little planning. 47 stations visited without thinking is reasonably good. So we are now just passing through the slightly wet Cardiff Valley Line, Cardiff City Line, and then we will be heading into Rada Station where we parked our car, which I think might actually be in this very housing estate that we're driving past. It's now just time to look out the window and enjoy the last bit of my Class 150 ride. This is a final disembarkation station. This video finishes its journey here. We will shortly be arriving at Rada. then, upon our arrival at Rada, we'd finished the final few stations that we could fit in: Ninian Park, Winegron Park, Fairwater and Danes Court, before returning to Rada. We've covered quite a large area of the map, which is very, very good. Today, we called at Merthyr Tydfil, Pentrabas, Troy de Rue, Merthyr Vale, Quakers Yard, Aber, Treherbert, Porth, Lymphina, Ustryd Rondas, Tonpetra, Treorchy, Ynys Fen, Treherbert, Pontypridd, Treforest Estate, Taftswell, Rada, Llandaff, Cytaes, Cardiff Queen Street, Aber, Caerphilly, Lisvane and Thornhill, Llanishen, Heath High Level, Cardiff Bay, Cardiff Central, Pontyclean, Llanharan, Pencoed, Bridgend, Ninian Park, Winegron Park, Fairwater, Danes Court, Lantwick Major, Roos for Cardiff International Airport, Barry Docks, Cadoxton, Dinsmouth, Eastbrook, Cogan and Grange Town. A truly incredible number of stations. I think we can now just go home. Unfortunate that we didn't get to go to all of them, but still congratulate ourselves on a job well done. But then, upon our arrival at Rada, we'd finished the final few stations that we could fit in: Ninian Park, Winegron Park, Fairwater and Danes Court, before returning to Rada. We've covered quite a large area of the map, which is very, very good. Today, we called at Merthyr Tydfil, Pentrabas, Troy de Rue, Merthyr Vale, Quakers Yard, Aber, Treherbert, Porth, Lymphina, Ustryd Rondas, Tonpetra, Treorchy, Ynys Fen, Treherbert, Pontypridd, Treforest Estate, Taftswell, Rada, Llandaff, Cytaes, Cardiff Queen Street, Aber, Caerphilly, Lisvane and Thornhill, Llanishen, Heath High Level, Cardiff Bay, Cardiff Central, Pontyclean, Llanharan, Pencoed, Bridgend, Ninian Park, Winegron Park, Fairwater, Danes Court, Lantwick Major, Roos for Cardiff International Airport, Barry Docks, Cadoxton, Dinsmouth, Eastbrook, Cogan and Grange Town. A truly incredible number of stations. I think we can now just go home. Unfortunate that we didn't get to go to all of them, but still congratulate ourselves on a job well done. Yeah, sorry about that camera jiggle, I didn't see that one coming. But after exploring the Cardiff and valleys with my Valley Rover ticket, we have arrived back where we started in Rada. I have really enjoyed this, and if anybody's willing to try it, I would definitely suggest doing such a thing because it's definitely enjoyable. But we have arrived back where we started, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. So it's time to say goodbye. Unfortunately, we've done as much travelling as we can in this day without it, because we've been told to get back to a certain place for a certain time, which we are unfortunately nearing. So we're going to have to head back to the ulterior mode of transport. So I'd like to thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again.